Take a breath, Fallon.
We need to play some clips so it's added to the YouTube, so all of this can be found in one place. So whoever wants to do that, or unless Checkmate wants to do the scam opera portion, I don't know what else to do here. I just know that Becky, your whole family shouldn't be on this app, and you're ultimately responsible for it because you are the one platforming all that bad behavior. You lie, you're a racist. You doxed on August 21st an entire dossier on Jama.
Yeah, and we can't do the deflecting but she, but he did this, she did that. That's not fixing things. Becky, you have to stop lying too. I mean, it's that simple. You're not innocent in any of this. Come on, be for real, girl.
And Becky, let me just tell you, I know that stop lying is not directed at me because the last thing I have ever done is be deceitful or lie about anybody, and I am damn sure not the one.
I think we should probably let Scam Opera go ahead and do her part. It is getting a little late, so I know she has to work tomorrow too.
Yeah, so do I, and I'm already yawning. Does anybody have anything else that they want to cover after Scam?
What do you want me to show? Because yeah, I'm getting really tired.
I think the biggest part that needs to be shown is that for Jama to be covering a beggar scammer has a history of also being a beggar. So if we can show that part, I think that would be beneficial here. So what you're seeing here is Jama begging on the back end. Now, it has been shown earlier in the live where Jama had stolen from a GoFundMe $6,500. Here is her begging on the back end. She also has had wish list on the app as well. So I'm not really sure how you are covering a beggar when being a beggar. To me, that kind of is crazy, right? That's crazy. You're calling out a beggar, but being a beggar.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a video with these receipts. I just haven't had time this week.
It may not be exactly begging, but it's dry begging. Also, in a lot of clips we've caught, you have said that I'm gonna be a big girl and use my big girl resources. That's dry begging because your FMLA or whatever doesn't kick in to a certain point. So there's begging, dry begging, and grifting.
I mean, let's be so for real here. You're calling out somebody for asking for money on the app when you have stolen in your own background, and now you're dry begging to your supporters, your followers, your community that you've built while covering this beggar. Raising money on, I mean, not raising money, but collecting gifts and items off of wish list. You shouldn't be asking for anything. You shouldn't be asking or letting anybody know about your personal needs when you're covering a beggar on this app.
Well, you said that's with your friends. Clearly, your friends have a problem with it, or they wouldn't have sent this to Scam Opera or whoever sent it to her. I don't even know who sent it.
Yeah, I'm not putting that out. Yeah, and I mean, didn't you give money to Naomi, but you're struggling yourself? That's weird. I mean, didn't we have a whole conversation back then about giving people money on here?
Yeah, that's the part. It's a pattern now, Jema. You gave money to somebody who was back in begging. $250. I remember you saying it, and you were actually going to give her more until Scam Opera had that live and let everybody know that she was getting a lot of money on the back end. No, I didn't give Troll. I've never gave anybody any money on this app. Ever.
Nope. Not
And I've
one
never
single
asked for
one.
it either.
Trolla's before my time, honey. I've given nobody no money on this app.
Again, don't say things you don't have receipts on.
Yeah, show me where I've gave Troll the money. I'll wait for it.
Before my time and before Tara's time, also, I believe.
Before my time.
There was a lot of people that gave Troll the money. You're absolutely right, but it wasn't me. I mean, a lot of people. When we did that live, there was people coming up in the live saying that she had asked for money or dry bagged. Yeah, there's a lot of receipts on Trolla.
And
For those of you that don't
2%
know,
milk.
because Trolla is, coming back again as well, which is crazy.
And Becky's 2% milk. If you were, you love babies and you did the list without her input, okay. So, and if you're all friends on the app, but also IRL, speak on the back end, and you wanted to have a baby shower online privately, you could have did it that way instead of openly, publicly on the app.
And to say that it's not begging, but to me, this one right here, I can't even find anyone to loan me 40 or 50 so I could get groceries until Friday. And then saying, yet people like Tim get money. I mean, that to me is clear as day, some form of begging or dry begging.
Yeah, now I'm getting more messages from more people.
I just want you to know, Jema, that watch your circle, because clearly people are turning on you because they're not happy with your behavior.
So is this wish list going to continue? Like, are you going to need help with diapers and formula and that kind of stuff?
And Wick, she said she's going to put it in the handbook, so obviously everything that was dropped tonight, receipt to prove behavior, begging on the back end, all the things. Unfortunately, even though it was brought to light, I don't think any of it is going to change. That's
The
just
thing
my
is
opinion.
you said that you wanted to destroy Becky's credibility. You're destroying your own credibility, Jema. And unfortunately, that's all you really have on this app is credibility and integrity. And once it's gone, you have nothing left. I didn't say that you made the wish list. I'm just telling you. People are reaching out, and people that is actually in your circle. This didn't come because it was posted somewhere. It came because it's people sending the stuff.
And I want you to think too, like Becky said, to be clear, people contacted me wanting me to make the wish list. Sometimes that can be a malicious motive in people, okay? They can put that idea in your head that it is innocent, that they want to help, that they want to donate, that they're interested in being your friend, right? But they have this malicious intent behind that to see how far you will take it. Will you accept it? So then they can use it against you later. Not everybody who pretends to be your friend is actually your friend on this app. So just don't take anything from anybody. Do not give anything to anybody because you never know. It could turn on you a year from now. It could turn on you 2 years from now. Just don't do it to protect yourself, to protect your credibility and your integrity on this platform, especially if you're an awareness creator.
I mean, is that all we really have? Because it's 10:30 and I do have to work in the morning.
Jama, is there anything that you feel that you need to see some type of receipt from us, so you are not saying they don't have receipts, they didn't show proof, they don't, because there are people who run around here who have no street smarts whatsoever and blurt out they don't show receipts, and people just look at them like, are you fucking kidding me? So we can make sure that you have what you need to be able, because there are people that will come and tell us, hey, you didn't show the receipts about this, or you didn't show receipts about that, because nothing over here was malicious. It was to put the information out. We had questions. I want to make sure that people continue to bring awareness to Becky because she needs to be off this app. And it doesn't have to be about the handbook or anything like that. It just needs to be true. She is a racist. She is a liar. She is absolutely doxed you. She is playing with fire, and your life, people can find you now because of her BS, because somebody's back there pumping her full of information. Nothing that Becky says is true. She's a liar. And if she said, Checkmate is my friend, Fallon is going to drag you because she's my friend, bullshit. Becky, you need to be off this app. You have a terrible, terrible habit of lying and more.
Becky can say that we're friends all she wants, but the only thing Becky did was come and tattle to me like a 5-year-old every time you did something. I have all the messages. I never reached out to Becky. Becky reached out to me.
You say
She
that
followed
Becky's a
me.
liar, but you believe her?
I mean, I have the messages. I'm not worried about it. I actually called Becky out in those messages for doxing you. So I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying that you said you believe her, but I'm letting you know that's the truth. She tattled like a 5-year-old child to me. Like I was her mom and she was telling on Jama. Every time.
Thank you, Milk. Appreciate that. I'm glad you told us. And just know that there's no reason whatsoever anybody should believe anything coming out of that phone with her face in it telling anybody anything.
I mean, she can believe it because I wasn't mean to her in the comments or in the messages, because I'm not mean to anybody in messages. But I did tell her and call her out for her behavior every time. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to lie to her. What she did was wrong, and I told her that. Especially when she came to tell me that you doxed her. And I told her, you just doxed her. Like, how the fuck do you think that it's not the same shit? And she also knew that this wasn't just going to be about you. She was going to get, talked about as well. It wasn't going to be just a Jama bashing session because Becky is not a good person.
No.
Does anybody have any questions? Anything they want to say?
Is there anything you need to see? Because this is really, we're trying to wrap this up here. So is there anything from any of us that you need to see, that you have a question about, that we
Becky,
need
here's
to
the
clear up
thing.
before we end?
You keep saying you're a good person, but it's the same as Jama. Your actions are not showing that you're a good person or you're a nice person or you're a kind person. Because the back and forth banter is bad behavior. You're doing it to each other. So stop saying that you're a good person when you're doing even worse things than Jama. You can't say you're a good person when your actions are showing otherwise. I told you you doxed Jama, and your reply to me was, well, I can't get in trouble for it. It's not illegal here. That doesn't make it fucking right. Girl, come on, be fucking for real.
Yeah, I actually saw a clip where she was blaming